wheels in the open road. I got the throttle wide open, be on my place. Got 100 horses between my legs. No destination, no end in sight. Just me and the open road, riding into the moonlight. On my two wheels, all that I need is white lines and gasoline. Life in the fast lane, it's easy to maintain. Just twist the throttle on back and feel no pain. From the open highways, backwoods of the country, well, live free or die is the only way. On my two wheels, all that I need is white lines and gasoline. Never look back, never look back. 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 White lines and gasoline. White lines and gasoline. Two wheels in the open road, life and death in my own hands. I am my own justice, I am my own man. I never look behind through all that I have seen. 'Cause all I need is white lines of gasoline. White lines of gasoline. White lines of gasoline. White lines of gasoline. We believe in the American way, and we built this country called the USA, and we fly our flag 'cause we're proud and free, we're Americans. Red, white, and blue is our way of life. We never back down from a challenge or a fight. Nature provides, God gives the rights, we're Americans. We make up America, but it's amazing America. Yeah. We fish the waters and we hunt the lands. We forge the steel with our own two hands. With what we've got, we do the best we can. We're Americans. From the snowy passes to the desert sun, the dogs and the horses and the trucks and the guns, mothers and daughters and fathers and sons, we're Americans. We make up America, but it's amazing America. Yeah. Home of the brave in America. We're an amazing America. The guts, our strength, pride, and faith and trust is American. We like the wildest things that you've ever seen. We make them bigger and faster and louder and mean. And tell me, who wouldn't wanna be an American? We make up America, oh, it's amazing America. Yeah, home of the brave in America. for its teams. A bunch of badasses, if you know what I mean. They're coming out of the sky, out of the sea, and on land, gonna take it to the enemy. Lock and load, boys. Time to explode, boys. Just make sure you get home, boys.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming.
And the rocket trembling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there.
Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land
Unafraid, you're the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. This land of the brave, the US of A.
Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, in the I am my own man. I never look behind through all that I have seen. 'Cause
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another live broadcast by All Pro Broadcasting in cahoots with KMA Racing. Tonight, it's Friday. It is Friday Night Flights. We are here at Texas. It's Cowboy Land out here at Texas tonight. Tonight is race 5 of 20, proudly brought to you by Richie B's Pizza, Pro Automotive, and Blaze Pizza. I tell you what, folks, it is going to be a shootout tonight here at Texas. We have got 100 laps coming to you tonight at Texas with this 1.5 mile speedway. Tonight, these drivers are driving the Chevy SS, Toyota Camry, and Ford Fusion, the most powerful vehicles out here that iRacing has to offer. They're looking at about a 75% fuel load, so that's going to equal out right at about lap 40. Hopefully, we're going to see lots of green flag racing tonight out here in race 5 of the Friday Night Flights series. Big shout out to our sponsor, Jason Russo, tonight in his usual number 14. Jason Russo with Pro Automotive. Richie B's in the field tonight. 04 in his usual number. Big shout out to Richie B's Pizza down there in Dothan, Alabama. And we're looking for Greg McClendon, but unfortunately, Greg McClendon, actually he is here. Ladies and gentlemen, sneak attack there by the number 40 in Greg McClendon. So tonight on our Friday Night Flights, we've got all three of our sponsors representing tonight in their normal numbers. So good luck to our sponsors in race 5 of 20. A few other drivers out here tonight to talk about. The number 15 of Ryan Kuhn. What a powerhouse this young man is. In our Tuesday night series, winning 3 of the first 5. Ryan Kuhn, a young driver, a great driver, showing these old guys out here how to get her done. Another powerhouse out here tonight is the number 27, Steve Dutz. Steve Dutz may already be facing a little bit of adversary tonight. He is normally the number 48. And if you're a suspicious type of driver, tonight he's in the number 27. So hopefully that will not bring him any negativity out here. Edward Bray tonight in the normal number 66. Big shout out to Ed. Got his hands full out here playing the spot of a driver and a race official. We'll see how Ed does that tonight. Number 19, Donald Sadusky with us as well, representing KMA Racing. 004, Michael Johnson out here with AAA Motorsports, representing PAD. And speaking of PAD, ladies and gentlemen, do remember that once a month on Sundays, we have our monthly Race for PAD awareness event. Usually the first Sunday of the month, but this first Sunday of February, we're going to be watching the Super Bowl. So we are on a 2-week delay. We're going to be bringing the pad race to you this month on the 19th. Make sure you check us out. Number 9 of Alan Larson tonight, representing Max Mounts in conjunction with pad. Max Mounts, what a great way to drive safe. Alan Larson in the number 9, Max Mounts. David Washington, a veteran driver out here. He'll be joining us tonight in the number 98. As well as Judd Danielson in the number 85. Speaking of the number 85, Judd Danielson, be sure to check out Domino's TYJ on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Domino's TYJ. The number 32, Danny Rudy, also joining us as well as the number 13, representing Unacceptable Racing, number 13, Jody Green. As I mentioned, these drivers do have 100 laps to work their way around here at Texas, this 1.5 mile track. Tire wear is going to be critical out here tonight. Qualifying, very important. I'm pretty sure we're going to see some beating, we're going to see some banging, we're going to see some door slamming and some bumper hunting, and we're going to see one driver at least upside down and on his roof before this night is over. On these 1.5 miles, tire wear, very critical. We're going to see tonight who understands the simple statement, slow is fast. You're going to see drivers out here driving very aggressively at the beginning. And I can guarantee you what, ladies and gentlemen, those drivers will be making a beeline right for that exterior wall. Tonight, I do believe it will be a race between the tortoise and the hare. And folks, I am banking on the tortoise out here tonight in race 5 of FNF Friday Night Flights. Qualifying grid is in, ladies and gentlemen. Taking it up on that number 1 spot is the number 15 of Ryan Kuhn, pulling down a 27.531. Ryan Kuhn a little bit late getting to the grid tonight. Side by side with Chandler Krzyzek in the number 48 with a 27.610 in the number 48 Lowe's. Number 98, David Washington, P3, 27.668. Side by side with the number 88, Dustin Markham with a 47.728. One of our sponsors for the night, number 14, Jason Russo, position 5, 27.743. Side by side with the Hardy Exxon, number 31, Freeman Kelly with the 27.745. Number 27, Steve Dutz, taking out position 7 tonight in a brand new paint job, looking sharp in that M&M's. Side by side with the Screaming Eagle, Reaper, number 66, Edward Bray. 9th position belonging to the number 99, Brent Kill. All about the 9s tonight in position 9. Side by side with Ronald Klein for position 10. Position 11, number 68, Rob Haynes. Position 12, number 55, Scott Amy. Number 19, Donald Sadusky. Position 13, Cody Kramer showing his support for PAD. Got that PAD logo on the roof. Number 18, Cody Kramer, position 14. Mark Jackson not able to join us tonight. Jumping back, number 85, Judd Danielson. Looking very sharp out there in the Jimmy Johns. Side by side with Rusty Farrell. Craig Kinney in the number 90. What a good driver Craig Kinney is. Side by side with Brad Ream. Number 40, Greg McClendon. Big shout out to our sponsor, Greg. Number 78, Donald Stewart. Vernon Margheim in the number 33. 65, Sean W. Brown. A lot more drivers out there in the back. Going to get it back up here to the front, keeping an eye on this young Wildcat, Ryan Kuhn. Ryan Kuhn in a Jimmy John's Chevy SS. Side by side with the number 48, Lowe's Chevy SS. Now, we do have 3 types of vehicles out here tonight, folks. We have got the Chevy SS, the Ford Fusion, and the Toyota Camry. While we're racing around here tonight, be sure to tune in to that All-Pro Broadcasting chat channel. Tell me what's on your mind. Tell me what car you think is going to bring her home tonight at Texas and what driver you think will be driving it. Big shout out to our grid sponsor, PAD. Stay alive, don't text and drive. And away we go. What a start out there by that number 15. 15 being driven by Ryan Kuhn. Side by side with the number 48 of Chandler. And there is David Washington. Good job on that inside lane. Already advancing his position by 1 spot as David Washington right now tries to get up to the tail end of the number 15 of Ryan Kuhn. Number 8 in trouble, and we will have our first caution of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, happening in that 4th position. Going to jump down and take a look at that on our All-Pro Broadcasting replay. Unfortunate break very early on. We had talked about these drivers and their tire wear situation tonight. And right there in the front, the number 88 and the number 14, the number 88 being driven by Dustin Markin, laying on those brakes as the number 14, Jason Russo, trying to let out of it. But unfortunately, here comes the number 27 of Steve Dutz, shaving a little bit of paint off of that Pro Automotive. Early caution here on lap 1 to shake these drivers up. But one more time, it does appear that the number 88, being driven by Dustin Markham, big checkup. Jason Russo not quite able to get on those brakes fast enough and into the rear end of Dustin Markham. And as that was happening, the number 27, nowhere to go at all, scraping some left side paint off of Jason Russo in the number 14. Well, I tell you what, folks, the bad news is these drivers are underneath the early caution. The good news is I think this is going to shake things up. Big shout out to the replay sponsor, GW Graphics. Hopefully we will not occupy a lot of time tonight with GW Graphics. The more time we spend with GW, the more time we are underneath caution, and definitely do not want to have those type of things happening tonight. Keeping an eye on our race leader, Ryan Kuhn. These drivers do have to make a decision early on. They have an opportunity to go into the pit row. Ryan Kuhn, our race leader, our pole sitter, still in first place here on lap 3 under caution already. We're going to check in with Ryan Kuhn and get his thoughts on tonight's race. How about it, Ryan Kuhn? Have you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, we were up here talking a lot about the number 15, Ryan Kuhn, and your success out here in these broadcasters races by All Pro Broadcasting. Unfortunate early caution. Talk to me about how you think tonight is going to be, and what is the secret for having a good race here at Texas?
I honestly think it's going to be probably 1 and 2 definitely going to be hogging the bottom. Everybody trying to get to the bottom line through 1 and 2. 3 and 4, you can probably make a couple lines work on a later run. If we do have a couple later runs, we're off to a bad start right now, so hopefully we can clean things up and run it out green and possibly get green flag pit stops. That'd be awesome tonight. So it's probably going to come down to a 1 groove race and pit strategy at the end of this thing.
Alrighty, copy that. Now you had mentioned a little bit about 1 and 2. Is there a big difference between 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 here at Texas?
Oh yeah, 1 and 2, you want to be right on that bottom, hook that bottom off the corner. If you're not hooking that bottom, you have a better shot at hitting the wall off 2. So I like to be right on the white line off 2, and 3 and 4 you can kind of get away with it off the white line. So it's probably going to come down to that tonight.
Alrighty, copy that. Got time for you to tell me a little bit about that Jimmy John's paint job?
I just kind of stole it off Trading Paints. So, yeah, I just saw it. I said, I'm a Kevin Harvick fan, so I just took it off there. And, yeah, I like it.
Alrighty, well, what a great steal for you off of Trading Paints. Hopefully you'll be able to steal it away tonight at Texas. Good luck to you, Ryan Kuhn.
Okay, thank you.
And that was Ryan Kuhn. Great young driver. I always enjoy talking to Ryan Kuhn. Restarting side by side with David Washington. Already had 1 lead change. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, a big shout out there to Michael Lawler. Unfortunately, we have had an early caution here at Texas, but that's alright. It's going to shake these drivers up a little bit. These drivers have been generously given 1 backup vehicle tonight. Already a couple of drivers utilizing that backup vehicle. I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, here in Texas, your survival is very dependent upon that driver that is beside of you. So all these drivers do need to work together. A large problem these drivers do end up out here is thinking that tire is going to stick. It's going to stick. It's going to stick. And then they realize, guess what? It's not going to stick. And you take a right turn up into that wall. Other drivers are a little bit harder on the brakes. Now, if that's the case, and I'm in front of you, and I slam on those brakes, well, guess what? I'm going to get about 3,000 pounds up my tailpipe right there. So these guys have got to communicate. And away goes Ryan Kuhn. What a great start there by Ryan Kuhn. Outside lane, being led by David Washington. Already losing a couple of spots here on that restart. Number 48, Chandler, second in position on that inside lane. Being chased down by the number 19 of Donald Sadusky. Donald Sadusky in position 3 up onto the rear end of Chandler. Chandler, another young driver out here, definitely knows what he's doing, looking very sharp out there in that blue and yellow Lowe's Chevy SS. But Donald Sadusky hot on his heels. Donald Sadusky sliding up. Donald Sadusky in trouble, losing 1, 2, Going to lose the third position onto the number 66, Edward Bray. Yes, no, maybe so. Edward Bray coming up onto the rear end of Donald Sadusky. Going to actually stop and catch Donald Sadusky. What a great save by Donald Sadusky. One more time. Donald Sadusky in trouble, flirting with the grass. Donald Sadusky flirting with that grass, holding it together, but that is going to cost him 4 more spots. Donald Sadusky doing everything he can to recover, getting it back into gear. Well, I tell you what, he was in third. He is right now falling back to 6, but he is still alive out here on lap 8. Donald Sadusky coming up onto the number 85 of Judd Danielson. Donald Sadusky going to try to pass Judd Danielson down on that inside lane as they do both approach the rear end of Cody Creamer, the number 18. There goes Donald Sadusky side by side with Judd Danielson. Side-by-side action here on lap 9. Donald Sadusky a little bit slower as he does get into that corner, but a lot faster than Judd on the exit way as the number 19, Donald Sadusky, does whip around the number 85 of Judd Danielson. Very good pass right there by Donald Sadusky, but again, here comes Judd Danielson. Judd Danielson out here tonight, also representing Jimmy John's. I tell you what, folks, on lap 10, all this Jimmy John's stuff out here making me hungry already. Judd Danielson doing everything he can to get around the number 19, but 19 of Donald Sadusky holding him off. Moving forward, taking a look at the number 90 of Craig Kinney. Craig Kinney side by side with the number 18 of Cody Creamer. Right now, battling hard for position 5, the number 90 of Craig Kinney. Now, folks, I have driven with Craig Kinney, probably nearly less than a 3-year mark, and number 90 of Craig Kinney knows how to get the job done tonight, as he does come up onto the inside of the number 18 of Cody Creamer. Craig Kinney going for that pass, side-by-side action with Cody Creamer. Number 90, Craig Kinney, looking very sharp as he does get around the number 18 of Cody Creamer. Craig Kinney now has his eyes set on the number 31. 31 being driven by Freeman Kelly. But Freeman Kelly right now in a hard race against the number 66 of Edward Bray. Great action between the number 31 Freeman Kelly and the Reaper Screaming Eagle number 66 Cody Creamer onto the rear end. Cody Creamer going down to that inside lane, trying to make some movement on that inside, side-by-side action. Cody Creamer, Edward Bray. Cody Creamer a little bit faster on the exit way. Will make the safe pass on Edward Bray, as will the number 90 of Craig Kinney, as will the number 18. 18 being driven by Cody Creamer. Edward Bray being a little bit softer out here tonight, a little bit slower, knowing it's a very long race. Craig Kinney side-by-side action. Great job out here tonight so far at Texas. Cody Creamer, Craig Kinney, Freeman Kelly, 3 drivers right now rocking it out here at Texas. As these drivers do walk around this track tonight, folks, we're going to see some different lines. Watching the line of the number 90, Craig Kinney, as he is side-by-side with the number 18 of Cody Creamer. Craig Kinney preferring that high lane. Cody Creamer preferring that low lane. As we had talked to Ryan Kuhn, high lane will make a difference. Caution is out. As we're looking at Jacob Trent Bradford. Jacob Trent Bradford tonight in the number 2. Bringing out the second caution of the night as he does drift up into that wall all by himself. No help from any other drivers out here tonight as Jacob Trent Bradford coming in just a little bit too hot, scraping the right side with that Hunt Brothers Pizza, going for a ride. That will bring out our second caution of the night, ladies and gentlemen, as the number 2, Jacob Trent Bradford, brings out the second caution of the night. Single car spin out. Fortunately, no other drivers out here involved in this second caution of the evening, but Jacob Trent bringing out caution number 2, and there is a classic example, ladies and gentlemen, of how a overestimation of ability versus an underestimation of tire wear will cause a driver a problem out here at Texas. Now, at this point in time, with 17 laps on these tires, pretty sure that our race leader, Ryan Kuhn and Chandler Krzyzek, they are indeed going into pit row. Going to take a look and see what these drivers choose to do about their tire wear here underneath this first pit stop for our race leader. Chandler Krzyzek, Ryan Kuhn, David Washington right now in P1, 2, and 3, qualifying in at 1, 2, and 3. So we are in the exact same position as we did start this race 18 laps ago. Ryan 1 and 1, Krzyzek 2 and 2, and David Washington 3 and 3. All drivers right now pretty much making a run there into pit row. Going to give us a chance to talk to Chandler Krzyzek. How about it, Chandler Krzyzek? Have you got a copy, sir?
Yes, I do.
Alrighty, 2 early cautions on here at Texas. I see you qualified up there in position 2. Ryan in position 1, and you guys are 1 and 2. Deja vu. Talk to me about what is on your mind out here in front here at Texas.
Well, I just hope to keep the lead here, get some laps, get some green flag laps in, maybe get a green flag pit stop, and hopefully we can make it to the end leading this thing.
Alrighty, copy that. Now, we had talked to Ryan earlier, and he spoke about the differences between turns 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. If I am new to this track tonight, what is the best advice you could give to me as a driver?
Well, 1 and 2's got a lot of grip, and you mainly want to keep it as close to the white line as you can. And 3 and 4 is it's a little bit more slick or tight, so you kind of want to throw a little bit of an arc into it, and then get back into the gas a little easy, and then just come up nice and easy out of the corner, and then yeah.
Now, is there any advantage to dropping below that solid white line down there and using that apron, as we call it?
No, not really. Usually if you get down there, the car is just going to spin out because of the transition from the banking to the apron. So, yeah, it's not wise to drop down there to see if you can gain some speed or grip.
And as you go into these corners, sir, are you using some brake, or are you just decelerating earlier? Or how big of a factor is the brake pedal at Texas?
For the first few laps, I'm using brake, or not using any brake, and then the more and more we get into a run, I'll use a little bit more brake, and that's usually your best friend later into the race with these runs. The tires start to wear, so you got to use brake, or else you're just going to start chewing up the tires.
Alrighty, copy that. Hey, I appreciate the education tonight. Good luck to you, Chandler.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, learning a lot of things out there from Chandler Krzyzek, and he will be in that P1 position starting side by side with David Washington. Ryan Kuhn, position 3, the number 4, Craig Kenny, qualifying 22nd, already up to position 4. Now, what that tells me, folks, is Craig Kenny may not have gone into pit row. Not completely confirmed about that, but we have not yet run enough laps for him to gain 18 spots. He's good, but I don't think he's that darn good. So we're going to keep an eye on Craig Kenny on this restart. Not positive about the condition of the tire wear with the number 90 of Craig Kenny. Second caution of the night, 2 lead changes. Looking at 80 laps to go. Chandler Krzyzek side by side with David Washington. Big shout out to Becky Whitmer joining us out there on that All-Pro Broadcasting chat. Pace car is in, and away we go. Leader's discretion, and there goes the number 48, Chandler Krzyzek. Great start by the number 48, way up into that high lane, way back down, not quite down, all the way to that white line. Now, he did say the white line is where you want to be as he goes up into that arc, running that modified Q line. We're going to see a lot of in and out, as we are watching Chandler Krizek show us tonight how it is done out here at Texas. Chandler Krizek, position 1. David Washington, position 2. Ryan Kuhn in position 2, gaining ground up there across David Washington. David Washington all over the rear end of the number 15 of Ryan Kuhn. Number 15, Ryan Kuhn, going down to the inside, going to make a pass on our race leader. A little bit slower on that extra way, and again, the caution is out. We do know that the number 19 of Donald Sadusky, unfortunately involved in bringing out our second caution of the evening. Going to take a look at that on our All Pro Broadcasting replay, brought to you by GW Graphics. Take a look at the number 19 of Donald Sadusky as he does make contact with the number 18. The number 18 being driven by Cody Kramer. Not quite sure who is at fault there, folks. Does not really matter as that third caution is brought out. I tell you what, that was some side-by-side action there with the number 18 of Cody Kramer and the number 19 of Donald Sadusky making contact here on lap 22. Donald Sadusky going for a ride, going for a spin, trying to do everything he can to avoid contact with any other vehicles out here tonight. Unfortunate contact with Donald Sadusky, but I do believe that he was able to keep that car under control, not causing any other drivers any other issues. And we've got wrecking on pit row too, ladies and gentlemen. Krizak on pit row. I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, let's go on and get an early commercial break in. I'm going to jump down here, have a little chat with these drivers, and we'll be right back with you after this commercial break.
Smithley, driver the number 0, JD Motorsports Chevrolet, and you're watching All Pro Broadcasting.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Getting ready to go back to some, hopefully, green flag racing. We did get down there on that track. We did have a little talk with these drivers. Edward Bray doing everything he can to keep these drivers in line. Great drivers out here tonight. But these drivers, sometimes they are their own worst enemies. Now here at Talladega, you will hear me kind of laughing it up here saying, I think I can. Well, tonight, that is the problem. These drivers are saying, I think I can negotiate that turn. I think my tires are good enough. I don't think I'm going to slide. And, well, whoops, there they go.
Green flag.
Pace car in. Another great start by Ryan Kuhn. Big jump out there by Ryan Kuhn, leaving the number 99, Brent Kuhl, and Craig Kinney, side by side. And I just mispronounced Brent's name. It is Brent Kill. But nonetheless, Brent Kill, the real deal Brent Kill, right now in the number 99, being challenged by the number 90 of Craig Kinney. Craig Kinney coming underneath. Craig Kinney having to back her off. Brent Kill on that outside lane, a little bit faster on the exitway. But here comes the number 90 of Craig Kinney. They have got Freeman Kelly in the Hardy Chevy SS in the rearview mirror. Number 31, Freeman Kelly, just watching this action develop as the number 90 does make a breakaway. And here comes the number 31, number 75, Rusty Farrell on the inside, all over the rear end of the number 31 of Freeman Kelly. Rusty Farrell wanting to get up to the front of this pack very early on. Makes free pass on Freeman Kelly. Got his eyes set on Brent Kill, the real deal, in the number 99, Rusty Farrell. Strutting his stuff out here at Texas on lap 29. Number 48, Chandler Krzyzek, side by side with the number 75 of Rusty Farrell. Rusty Farrell losing momentum as the number 48 of Chandler does make a big run. Chandler right now coming up on Brent Kill very quickly here on lap 30. Right now Chandler is in that I think I can. Losing a little bit of momentum on the exitway, getting it back on the flat. He is bumper to bumper, almost a rear end collision with the number 99, but does indeed make that fair pass. What a great move right there by the number 48 of Chandler Krzyzek. Right now trying to chase down the number 90 of Craig Kinney. And I tell you what, folks, watching this number 48 tonight, showing how it is done, doing the number 48, Jimmy Johnson number, very proud tonight. Big shout out to the number 48, Chandler Krzyzek. Making progress, gaining up on Craig Kinney. Ryan Kuhn, our race leader, way out there in front, though. Chandler Krzyzek almost to the rear end of Craig Kinney. Doing everything he can, dropping down below that white line just a little bit, trying to get a run. He's going down to that inside. And Chandler Krzyzek, side by side, I think I can, I know I just did. Little snap right there for the number 48. Right now in position 2, right back where he started 32 laps ago. Great job by Chandler. Jumping back to the number 75 of Rusty Farrell. Still racing it out with the number 99 of Brent Kill. Right now, we've got Rusty Farrell trying to get up to the rear end of the number 98 of David Washington. But David Washington just a little bit faster. I'm thinking Rusty ought to be paying a little bit more attention to his rear view than his front view, as there's less distance between himself and Brent than him and his opposing front competition right now. Rusty Farrell, though, doing a very great job. Brent Kill trying to get caught up to him. Drivers do seem to have settled down tonight here at Texas, hoping for some green flag racing. Drivers should be good on fuel right now till long about lap, I would say 65 or 70. So these drivers do need to be getting into a frame of mind for a very long green flag run. Since these drivers have settled down, we're going to drop back and take a look at a few more drivers tonight. We're going to check in with the number 33 of Vernon Margheim. Vernon Margheim qualified in position 26th, and he is in position 12 right now, just hanging out, following the number 18, passing the number 18 of Cody Kramer, side by side with Cody Kramer, trying to make a run here on lap 36, side by side almost with Edward Bray in the Reaper. Does make the pass on Edward Bray right now. Vernon Margheim doing a great job out here advancing his positions. Got one eye on his rear view mirror with the number 78 of Donald Stewart. Caution is out. Ladies and gentlemen, as Ronald Klein in the number 76, involved but not at fault. Looking at the number 101 of David Gainsforth. 101 of David Gainsforth in a 3-wide position with Donald Sadusky and Lee Ryerson Jr. in a 3-wide, but the number 101 David Gainsforth does indeed drift up into the number, I believe it was the number 72, possibly, of Ivan Garcia. 101, David Gainsforth, 3-wide with Donald and Ivan getting the short end of that stick as the 101 does drive the number 72 of Ivan Garcia up into that wall, bringing out our next caution of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, caution number 4 on lap 36. That will bring out the 4th caution of the night. Ryan Kuhn and Chandler Krizek up there in the front, doing things very proud, showing these drivers how it is done tonight. David Washington, interesting situation right here, ladies and gentlemen. Our positions 1, 2, and 3, they qualified in at position 1, 2, and 3, respectively. Ryan, Chandler, David Washington. Well, I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, bad news is we are underneath another caution. The good news is we're going to get to know these drivers tonight out here at Texas. I tell you what, you got to take a little laugh at it. You got to take a little chuckle at it. Right now, our race leaders out there in pit row. 4 tires must be a must out here tonight. Tire wear very critical. Number 32 will be getting the free pass. Good job for the number 32 tonight. That will put Edward Bray lined up behind the pace car. Going to give us a chance to talk to Edward Bray. How about it, Edward Bray? Have you got a copy?
Got a copy, Scott.
Alrighty, I see you are looking at the rear end of the pace car right now on lap 38.
Yeah.
Talk to us. Go ahead, Ed. Talk to us.
Yeah, I went ahead and decided to go ahead and get some fresh rubber and all that. So it was a last-minute pitch strategy for my crew chief. So I'll be starting back in the rear a little bit. I'm gonna sit there and try to take my time and keep my car clean a little bit.
Alrighty, copy that. Now, speaking of that car, talk to me a little bit about that paint design right there.
Oh, this is my Screaming Eagle Harley SS, done by Loose Lug Nuts, over the top training paints. So definitely want to give a big shout out to John for painting this car up for me.
Alrighty, copy that. Good luck to you tonight, Mr. Ed Bray.
Thanks, Scott.
Big shout out to Over the Top Paints and Designs. Underneath our 4th caution of the night, 3 lead changes right now. Chandler, Ryan, and David showing us how it is done. How about it, David Washington? Have you got a copy, sir?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, well, I'll tell you what, bad news for this field, good news for you. Very briefly, talk to me about your night so far, David.
Car's great. Wherever I put it, it goes. Just got to be mindful of the people getting into the corners there, not to run up on the back of them and lose your momentum. But I mean, overall, just trying to keep up with these 2 guys here, the 15 and 48. It should be fun finish to the race.
All righty, copy that. You are doing a most excellent job out here, qualifying third right now in position 3. Good luck to you, David Washington.
Thank you, sir.
David Washington down there on the radio cams with his good buddy, 85 Judd Danielson, getting ready to take our next restart of the night. Several drivers already out, 17 drivers on that lead lap. I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get down to some green flag racing. If we only have 2 drivers left out here tonight at Texas, you got to make a laugh at it. Talk to me on that All Pro Broadcasting chat. Let's have some fun out here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Chandler Krzyzek side by side with Ryan Kuhn. Pace car is in. Look at that number 48. What a power start. One more time on that inside. Number 48, Chandler Krzyzek. Side by side with Ryan Kuhn and David Washington battling for position 2. Dave Washington slight edge off of the number 15 of Ryan Kuhn. You know, folks, I do not think that these top 3 drivers right now, they're going to really race one another. They've been 1, 2, and 3 now for 41 laps. Their competition is not one another. Their competition is behind them in their rear view mirrors. Right now, David Washington following the line of the number 48 of Chandler Krzyzek, doing everything he can to stay into that draft, actually making some leeway out here. Chandler Krzyzek and David Washington putting a little bit of space between themselves and our third place runner right now, Ryan Kuhn. Ryan Kuhn being challenged by the number 19 of Craig Kinney. Looking for some green flag pit stops tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Are these drivers going to make it happen? I know they can do it. They've just got to buckle down and take her easy tonight. Anything can happen here at Texas. We are on lap 40 of 100. 17 drivers on the lead lap. First car lap down is the number 32 of Danny Rudy. Dan's top notch, heating and cooling. Big shout out to the number 32 of Danny Rudy. Danny Rudy, very good friend of mine. What a great looking paint job right there on the number 32 of Danny Rudy, getting onto that rear tailgate. DansTopNotch.com. Big shout out to Dan's Top Notch. Number 32, Danny Rudy. 1 lap down tonight, but still in it to win it. He will be battling the number 76 of Ronald Klein for that lucky dog spot. Now, folks, that lucky dog position, how that works out is in the event of one more caution. Ronald Klein, the number 76, being 1 lap down, first car lap down. Danny Rudy, the second car lap down. Ronald Klein needs to stay incident-free in the event of another caution. If he does, he will get that lucky dog, but if he is damaged, has any contact, that lucky dog will fall to the next driver 1 lap down, and that will be Danny Rudy. In the event of Danny Rudy having contact, that will fall to the next driver, Donald Sadusky, and Donald Sadusky is 2, and caution is out. Ladies and gentlemen, as the number 88, Dustin Markham, does break loose, nowhere for the number 40 of Greg McClendon to go, but the number 88 of Dustin Markham in the silver and black, going for a ride down into the grass, going to say hello to the cows down there in the pasture. Drifting back up onto the track, Greg McClendon nowhere to go. Major T-bone effort as the number 101 threads the needle. I tell you what, folks, what a great replay shot there as the number 101 of David Gainsforth threading the needle. Man, I tell you what, folks, he must have just closed his eyes, said a little bit of a prayer, clearing the number 88. Free and clear is David Gainsforth. Maybe barely, narrowly a nick right there. That great driving by number 101. But unfortunately, that will bring out the next caution of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, 5 cautions, 4 lead changes tonight out here at Texas, almost at the halfway point. I tell you what, we're going to give you some facts and figures about these drivers tonight. Now, in qualifying, these drivers, we're looking at qualifying times sitting in the 27s, 27.5 out there with Ryan Kuhn. Now, underneath the race, we have got our current race leader out there being the number 99 of Brent Keel out there in position 1, pulling down lap times of 28.022. Chandler Krizek pulling down lap times of 27.6s. David Washington 27.6s, and Edward Bray pulling down lap times of 27.9s. So all these drivers right now sitting very high 27s, very low 28s. Keeping an eye on our current race leader, Brent Keel, seeing if he's going to go into pit row or not. Does not appear that he will. Still having that option, though. Brent Keel out here in position 1 underneath our 5th caution of the evening. Well, I tell you what, it sounds like a good time for us to get the real deal, Brent Keel, up here into the booth.
You know.
How about it, Brent? Have you got a copy, sir?
10-4, go ahead.
All righty, I see you're out there in this position 1. You're opting not to go into pit row. Tell us real quick about what is on your mind.
Well, it's a beautiful day here in Texas, and, you know, we only ran, 3 laps, 4 laps. I wasn't pushing much on my tire, just kind of driving along, and really haven't pushed nothing yet. So I figure with these laps I got in these tires, I can hold off the top 5, 10, whatever. We'll be good.
Alrighty, copy that. Now, since you are up here in that first place position, you have earned a quick amount of airtime right here. Tell us real quick about your charity out there.
Yeah, I don't have the wrap on my car because I still need to get one for my Sprint Cup car here, but Drive for Diabetes Awareness, that's our charity, and we had a race here, had a lot of fun, and hope to do it again. Drive for Diabetes Awareness, check Don't Guess, guys, check don'tguess.com. If they say you got the flu, you may not have the flu. It just could be, you know, you've got diabetes and nobody knows. So that's what happened to our family. We lost our son from it. So we put on our wrap on our cars. Most of the time here I'm short on one, but we're going racing here, Scott. We got a race. Drive for Diabetes Awareness is going to be in Punta Gorda, Florida tomorrow at 2 p.m. My daughter Lacey, she's going to be wheeling it.
All right, copy that. Well, good luck to Lacey. Big shout out to you, Brent. A lot of pressure out there on position 1. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you very much. Good job, guys. Thank you.
All right, and that was my friend Brent Keel, the real deal, I like to call him. Big shout out for the Drive for Diabetes Awareness. We did host that one up just a couple weeks ago, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow night, very special race. We're doing the Drive for Dementia Awareness. Big shout out to Becky Whitmer putting that show on for us tomorrow night. That will be 100 laps of tally in the trucks, and that is where the action is at. 3 wide, 4 wide at Talladega, coming to you live tomorrow. Live broadcast by All Pro Broadcasting. Mike D'Amico rocking those cameras. Tomorrow night, I will have my young friend Cody up in the booth. Always have a good time with Cody on the Saturday night special events. Right now, Brent Keel, side by side, Edward Bray, David Washington, Chandler Krizek, Ryan Kuhn, Craig Kinney. Pace car is in, and away goes Brent Keel.
Green flag.
Out there, chasing away that proverbial runaway donut. David Washington down on the inside, a little bit faster than that outside. Looking at the number 48 of Chandler, going down to the inside, going underneath the number 66 of Edward Bray. Ryan Kuhn advancing his position as well. Keeping cameras on Edward Bray. It does appear that Edward Bray taking more of a softer approach out here tonight at Texas. We started in position 2, already back to position 6. as he's racing side by side with Rusty Farrell. Edward Bray, a very experienced driver out here, knowing he does not want to be up in the front right now, burning up those tires. Edward Bray right now contending with the number 33 of Vernon Margheim. Side by side, Edward Bray allowing the fair square pass for Vernon, as well as the number 31 of Freeman Kelly. Edward Bray definitely working his way to the rear of the field tonight. Might know something these other drivers do not. And I tell you what, folks, I do believe Edward Bray could work his way to the front. But Edward Bray, as the race official tonight, does need to set the example, showing a lot of love for his tires, possibly still hoping for some green flag pit stops. Jumping forward to the number 90 of Craig Kinney. Craig Kinney seemingly losing a lot of speed, getting passed by Vernon and Freeman. Edward Bray almost to the rear end of the number 90 of Craig Kinney. Craig Kinney possibly beginning to feel that tire burn here on lap 55, backing her down. I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, there's a little thing out here about the tortoise and the hare, and slow is fast and fast is slow. Edward Bray and Craig Kinney right now setting the example out here, but Craig Kinney side by side with Freeman Kelly. Craig Kinney going for a spin. Craig Kinney in trouble. No caution will fly as of yet. No caution will fly. Craig Kinney safe off track. Caution will fly. Ladies and gentlemen, that caution should not have flown. Craig Kinney going for a self-induced spin right there. One more time. Driver wear and tear on those tires as Craig Kinney will bring out caution number 6. Just past the halfway point. Certain drivers out here able to contend with Texas. Other drivers out here tonight showing a definite struggle. Big shout out to Michelle McMaster Eisenhower. Always good to see my good friend Michelle out there sneaking a peek at the race on her PC device. Big shout out to Michelle McMaster Eisenhower. Underneath our 6th caution of the night, 6 lead changes here at Texas. David Washington, Ryan Kuhn, Chandler Kruzek, Rusty Farrell, all hitting into pit row along with Brent Keel. It would be very advisable for these drivers to be taking 4 tires as they are in pit row tonight. Tire wear going to be a must out here tonight. Brad Ream in the number 61 opting not to go into pit row. Well, let's talk to Brad about what is on his mind here on lap 58. Brad Ream, have you got a copy, sir?
Yes, sir. Scott Gillette, how you doing, brother?
Doing very good. Looking very good out there in the black and green. But I noticed that you opted not to go into pit row underneath this caution. What is on your mind with that, sir?
Well, we just put a couple laps down under green, and we weren't pushing it very hard. And crew chief told me he was listening to the radio, and some of the other guys that got burned on the last stop. I figured I'm not going to get burnt. I don't like cigarettes. Cancer kills, so I'm going to stay out. Just apologize to the big Don back there. I know he was wanting to get his lap back, but not much I could do about that, but hand him a box of Kleenexes.
All right, now copy that. Now, explain to our fans out there exactly what you're talking about with that apology to Big Don, and how did your actions affect his lap? Explain that to us.
Well, what Don was hoping to do is get a lap back with everybody coming into down pit road, and I'm sure he would have got the wave around. But I got to tell you, he posted something crazy on social media, and this was kind of my revenge. I'd point you over to Big Don's Facebook page and watch your jaw drop. But other than that, just like to thank KMA Racing and all the sponsors there that are putting on this race. And whether or not we get to the end or not, it's a different story, but it's nice to be up front for a change.
All righty, copy that. Anybody you want to give a big shout out to, Brad Ream?
I got to give a shout out to my two daughters, Alexis and Aaliyah Ream, and my wife Susan, and my teammate Swang Dangler, or Dangler Brothers Racing here. I'm trying to get him into the league, but we'll keep working on him a little bit and see if we can get some free time in.
All right, copy that. Good luck to you, Brad Ream, out there in the big P1 position. Brad Ream, Lee Ryerson, Ivan Garcia, positions 1 and 3. Ivan Garcia, the number 72, going to be restarting down on that inside lane. We are 1 to go. Now, ladies and gentlemen, while we've got Michelle McMaster Eisenhower out there on that chat, I want to refresh her memory about the number 72 of Ivan Garcia. We put on a very special race out there for Michelle and Becky. Ladies, talk to me. I know you remember this. Ivan Garcia, the sleeper that night. Ivan Garcia winning the ladies' night out. Well, I tell you what, Ivan Garcia, one of my older drivers here with KMA, a good driver, great man, one of the best men you will ever see out here tonight. Got a heart of gold, never would harm a fly. So we got big hopes out here for Ivan Garcia. Big shout out to Becky and Michelle out there typing it up, chatting it up, hanging out with Michael Lawler out there. Big shout out to the fans out there on the All Pro Broadcasting chat. Michelle McMaster Eisenhower saying, yep, Ivan came in and took it. And I tell you what, Michelle, I still remember that night. Crazy ending indeed, as Ivan, he threaded that needle. We were on the last lap and the leaders crashed. Ivan Garcia closed his eyes, shot up that middle, and we are underneath a delayed green, ladies and gentlemen. Not sure why we are having a delayed green, but this is indeed a delayed green. I'm in a state of confusion right now, ladies and gentlemen. Not sure why we are underneath a delayed green. Word on the track is the number 19 of Donald Studesky having some difficulties, possibly triggering that delayed green. Alrighty, well, I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, that's alrighty. A couple of big shout-outs. Always love to do my shout-outs. Big shout-out to Mike D'Amico on the cameras tonight. All Pro Broadcasting, hand in hand with KMA Racing out here, keeping you on your toes. Broadcasting on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays, every other Saturday, and once a month doing the pad race. Speaking of pad, big shout out to Michelle McMaster Eisenhower, a representative for PAD in sorts as a grief counselor. Always got to remember PAD, People Against Distracted Driving, and you can find more information out there at padd.org. Check out our sponsors out there. Richard Brose out of Dothan, Alabama. Pace car is in. Brad Ream.
Green flag.
Number 8, Lee Ryerson on the outside, and away goes Brad Ream. Got the cameras locked and loaded on the number 8 of Lee Ryerson, though. Lee Ryerson in that position 2 mark, being challenged by the number 98 of David Washington on that outside lane. Ivan Garcia down on the inside. Brett Cool on the outside. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 belonging to Rusty Farrell. Rusty Farrell checking up for Ivan Garcia. Ivan Garcia getting ready to get freight trained as Rusty Farrell side swipes number 33 of Vernon Margheim. Rusty Farrell side by side with Vernon Margheim. Rusty Farrell on the move on the inside. Big run by Rusty Farrell. Ivan Garcia into the wall. 72 Ivan Garcia into the wall. Tough break for Ivan Garcia, dropping backwards. Ivan Garcia losing positions, but still we are under green flag racing. But Ivan Garcia right now restarting out there in position 3, but right now losing several positions. Unfortunate break for Ivan Garcia as the number 76 of Ronald Klein does advance his position against the number 72 and comes into contact. Cameras were locked and loaded as the number 76 of Ronald Klein does drift up into the number 72. That will bring out our next caution of the night, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll bring out the next caution, ladies and gentlemen, as Ronald Klein does indeed drift up into the number 72 of Ivan Garcia. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take one more commercial break here with Race 5 of 20 in the Friday Night Series. We'll be right back at you, ladies and gentlemen.
Smithley, driver the number 0, JD Motorsports Chevrolet, and you're watching All Pro Broadcasting.
More than impressive, I have to say. I mean, the track is identical to the real track. I was blown away how realistic it is. Every little bump, every little spray paint, everything is exactly like you were there at the track. It was a great experience. This is a warm-up lap now. Tires to get warmed up. The engine. Breathe a little bit here when you go through that little bump there. And then it's flat pretty much all the way through here, just about. Hard braking. This is the slowest part of the track. And then I've done, I did many races in Formula 3, Formula 2. And then I did the very last race they did there in Group C in 1983 in the 956 Porsche. That's when Beloff got the lap record at 6:11. I think I was second on the grid with the 6:14 or something. Which was, I mean, those cars were awesome around there, of course, like any car is, that speed. And this is the corner of all corners here, the Schwedenkreuz. Flat all the way into it. And then trail brake all the way into the apex here. And then hard at it again, get good speed down the hill here. Mega fast down this hill here. Just jump from one apex to the next. Gotta be super precise here. I mean, it's almost exactly like the real thing. So, I mean, it is certainly realistic enough to get past the very, a lot of the initial hurdles you have when you try to learn to drive a race car, So, I mean, I think it's an excellent tool to learn how to race for sure, or learn to drive a car on a racetrack.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Brad Ream, side by side with David Washington on our next restart of the night. Hopefully these drivers will be getting on to some green flag pit stops very soon. Still very close to that pit window. Big shout out to the fans out there. The leaders can go on leader's discretion. Brad Ream tucking up real tight onto that pace car. Pace car is in. Brad Ream. There goes Brad Ream on that inside lane. Number 98, David Washington, better restart on that outside lane. Falling into the pathway of Brad Ream. David Washington in position 2. Number 8, though, Lee Ryerson. Falling back, Lee Ryerson, number 8, in trouble, losing several positions on this restart. Not sure what's going on with Lee Ryerson, though, as Rusty Farrell does tear around him. Number 85, Judd Danielson now trying to get around the outside of the number 8 of Lee Ryerson on the outside. There he goes. Lee Ryerson on the number 8 fighting back, though, on that inside. But looky here down on that inside lane. Number 99, the real deal, Brent Kill. Brent Kill coming around the number 85 of Judd, coming around the number 8 of Lee Ryerson. Brent Kill bound and determined to strut his stuff out here at Texas. One position back to the number 85, though. 85 got his hands full. A little bit of leeway, a little bit of breathing room. 85 trying to get back up onto the rear end of Brent. 85 being driven by Judd Danielson. Getting a big thumbs up from Becky Whitmer. Big shout out to Becky Whitmer for tomorrow night's race, the Drive for Dementia Awareness. Looking at the number 85 of Judd Danielson. Keeping an eye on his mirror as the number 31 of Freeman Kelly. Freeman Kelly trying to get past. Not quite. Thought he could, but he didn't. Freeman Kelly right now in position 7. Caution is out as we are watching that on our All Pro Broadcasting replay as the number 65. The number 65 being driven by Sean Brown. Sean Brown tearing into the rear end of the number 8 of Lee Ryerson. Now, we do know that Lee Ryerson was a little bit below race speed, but Sean Brown, for goodness sakes, for Pete's sakes, Sean Brown getting into the rear end of the number 8 of Lee Ryerson. Sean Brown bringing out our next caution of the night, doing everything he can to stay out of trouble. Well, other than the rear ending of Lee, he did stay out of trouble. No other drivers were involved in that incident. I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, Texas tonight, give it a little bit of a whooping, as they say down there in Texas. A couple of drivers out here not faring so well. By one name, two names that keep coming up here in front is David Washington and Ryan Kuhn. Right now they are going into pit row. Dave Washington showing him how to get it done tonight. Craig Kinney will get the free pass. Big shout out to Craig Kinney in the number 90 receiving that lucky dog position. Going to put him back onto that lead lap. Several drivers already out for the evening here. We have got one driver that is not out for the evening. One of our sponsors. We do still have one sponsor left in here for the evening. Going to try to get an interview in with the number 40 of Greg McClendon. Greg McClendon, how are you doing, sir?
Scott, I'm doing okay, I guess. I had some dental work done, and I'm kind of in the throes of that. I just wanted to come out here and support my night, actually, with Blaze Pizza, and just trying to stay clean. And I've already used my one reset early on, and I'm just kind of nursing it along here, just seeing where I can get for a finale tonight.
All righty. Well, I tell you what, Greg McClendon, I feel your pain, brother. You're right now 5 laps down, doing the best you can. So we're not going to focus on your racing right now, Greg. We're going to have a little bit of fun right now for the next half a minute or so. I tell you what I did last Sunday, Greg. I took my wife up the road, and do you want to know where we had our lunch at?
Well, I guess being in normal Illinois, where'd you have lunch at, Scott?
I had lunch at Blaze Pizza. Now, I understand you got some stuff going on with Blaze Pizza. Tell us about Blaze Pizza.
I tell you what, some of the best people that I know, the Wetzels, were sitting around in a burrito restaurant, and all of a sudden they had an aha moment, and all of a sudden we got places everywhere, y'all. It's just it's the best thing that you've ever had in pizza before, and I'm telling you, eventually it's going to cross your path at some point, and when you do, you're going to absolutely enjoy it.
Now, I tell you what, when we were up there, I didn't know what to expect. I thought it'd be a sit-down type, catered thing. And I tell you what, we walked up there, and it's very similar to the way that Subway does their line. So I got up there to the counter, and they said, well, have you ever been here before? And I said, no, ma'am. And we ordered our base pizza. She whipped it up right there, the dough in front of me. She put some meatballs, she put some sauce, some cheese, and she said, follow it down the line. And I said, well, I want some of this, and I want some of that, and I want some of that. Then they threw it into this fire grill. 7 minutes, and I had that pizza, Greg. Big shout out to Blaze Pizza. I'm going back there next week for Valentine's Day.
That's what I'm talking about. We deliver big, friendly smiles, lively, fun interactions. We always say yes. Zoom, we go really fast, and we always exceed expectations, and that's what we focus on. And thanks a lot for coming out there, Scott, and you guys continue to come out and support us.
Yes, sir. Be there next week, and good luck to you, Greg.
Thanks a lot, Scott. Have a great one, bud.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting back to some green flag racing here. But I tell you what, seriously, you need to check out Blaze Pizza. It's done on like a Subway type deal. And I said, I want jalapeno peppers. I want lots of ham. I want banana peppers. You pick what you want. It is your pizza. So big shout out to Blaze Pizza out here tonight, representing KMA and Blaze Pizza. I'm going to be there next weekend with my wife on Valentine's Day. I hope you have a Blaze Pizza in your area. I know that Mike D'Amico, our broadcaster, he checked out Blaze Pizza. So big shout out to Blaze Pizza. Vernon Markheim, Ryan Kuhn, pace car is in. And there goes Vern Markheim on his first restart of the night, chasing away that proverbial donut. Looking at the number 15, Ryan Kuhn, down on that inside lane, back up, following pathway up the number 33 of Vernon Markheim. But David Washington close in tow. Number 15 coming around the number 33 of Vernon Markheim for that race lead. David Washington going to follow the pathway of Ryan Kuhn. Ryan Kuhn, David Washington, 1-2. Number 33, Vernon Markheim losing 2 spots within 1 lap. Here on lap 78. We are on lap 78, 22 to go. Ryan Kuhn, David Washington, Vernon Markheim, Brad Ream, Rusty Farrell with a top 5 breakaway. Cameras focused up there on Ryan Kuhn and David Washington, positions 1 and 2. Vernon Markheim's last lap was 29.7. Ryan Kuhn's last lap, 29.2. Ryan Kuhn, much faster, 72, Ivan Garcia. 72, Ivan Garcia loose.
Caution is out.
Ivan Garcia, number 72, Ivan Garcia. Unfortunately, Ivan Garcia caught up in 2 accidents tonight, but that is only the first one that he's been responsible for. Unfortunate break for Ivan Garcia, bringing out the next caution of the evening. Well, I tell you what, folks, we did not see that one coming. Looking at that replay of Ivan Garcia doing everything he can. Ivan Garcia, a great guy right there, but unfortunately getting a little bit loose as Ivan Garcia did get loose, did go for a spin. Unfortunate break for Ivan Garcia, bringing out the next caution of the night. Ryan Kuhn, David Washington, Vernon Markheim. Vernon Markheim probably actually happy that this next caution has been brought out. He did lose a couple of spots there on that restart. That will give Vernon Markheim one more chance to get back up there into that number 1 spot. But doing a great job tonight. Vernon Markheim starting in position 26. Currently in position 3, opting to go into pit row. Keeping an eye on Vernon Markheim in pit row. Ladies and gentlemen, running a little bit heavy on the cautions here tonight in the Cowboy state of Texas on the Smile and a Half Speedway. Big shout out to the fans out there rooting these on. Becky Whitmer talking about those ghost cars, and you're absolutely correct, Becky. Tonight there has been a little bit of a net code issue. One of these days I'm going to find a way to kick that driver out of my room. Vernon Markheim still out here on the track. We have not talked to Vernon yet. We're going to get Vernon's thoughts on the remaining 19 laps. How about it, Vernon? Have you got a copy?
I got a copy, Scott. How are you doing tonight?
Doing very good. Well, I tell you what, Vernon, it is a little bit of a rough night. We have had no drivers causing 2, but in a field of 37 drivers, we have had 8 different drivers kind of screwing the pooch tonight. How is your race going, Vernon?
It's actually going pretty good. It's clean for me. I haven't had any issues tonight. The GTR Simulator Chevrolet, Young & Sons Indiana Diesel car is doing really well. We're going to see what happens with 4 tires here on these guys with no tires and run it out and see what happens.
Alrighty, copy that. Now, we were watching you on that restart just a few minutes ago. Now, you did lose a couple of positions on that restart. What was it? Was that a tire spin? Did you just not want to be up there in the front? Talk to me about that last restart.
I was on 2 tires, and I just couldn't have the grip, and I knew those 2 were going to get by me quick, and there was a gap. So if I can get in behind them, get a lap under our tires, I could have hung with them for a while, gained some spots, it would have worked out. Now that I'm only 1 position behind them on 4, now they have nothing. We'll see what happens.
Now, that's interesting you say that, because on our prior chat here with broadcast, I actually mentioned Vernon Markheim was probably glad to see that caution come out because of the spots that he did lose. Tire wear, do you think these other drivers out here tonight are underestimating the tire?
Absolutely. Did a couple long runs during practice. You're losing about a second off the run towards the end of it. On a 10-lap run, you're losing about a half a second to 3/4 of a second. Tire wear is everything here.
Alrighty, now I'm going to assume a good driver like yourself, you've still got that backup car in the garage.
Absolutely.
Alrighty, so are you going to go like heck right now, or are you still going to kind of like hang out with 17 to go?
I'd be happy with the top 5 finish. I'm going to hang out where I'm at. Ryan's pretty quick. We'll see where he ends up because of no tires. See what happens at the start. So we'll just keep it clean and green here.
Vernon Markheim setting the example out here at Texas. Good job, Vernon.
Thanks, sir. Have a good night.
All righty, that was Vernon Markheim. Ryan Kuhn, position 1, qualified position 1. David Washington, qualified position 3. In position 2, Brent Kill, position 3, qualified position 9. And Vernon, qualified position 26. And in position 4, Vernon Markheim, our biggest mover of the night. All right, ladies and gentlemen, heavy on the cautions, big on the fun. Go in and talk to me on that All Pro Broadcasting chat. Who do you think's going to win it tonight? I tell you what, folks, my bets are either on Ryan Kuhn or Vernon Markheim. Pace car is in and away goes. Ryan Kuhn, David Washington immediately getting in line with Ryan Kuhn. David Washington got a very good chance at the win tonight, but he's going to have to work himself away from the young gun of Ryan Kuhn. Unfortunately, we're not going to see green flag pit stops out here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, but we have seen some great racing up here in front with Ryan Kuhn and David Washington. Brent Kill doing a very good job. Right now being challenged by Brad Ream. Brad Ream into position 4, side by side with the real deal, Brent Kill. Brad Ream, Rusty Farrell faster on the inside. Rusty Farrell, contact. Rusty Farrell going for a spin. Rusty Farrell going for a spin. Caution will not fly, still green flag racing. But Rusty Farrell did drift up into the number 99. Still green flag racing though, but unfortunately Rusty Farrell making contact with the number 99 of Brent Kill. But Brent Kill alive doing a great job right now as he is approaching the rear end of the number 61 of Brad Ream. I tell you what, that is a heartbreaker for Rusty Farrell. Did a great job tonight. But one more time, ladies and gentlemen, I think the fans are under. Caution is out. Caution is out as the number 90. Number 90 of Craig Kinney. Craig Kinney going for a self-spin. There goes the number 90 of Craig Kinney going down into the grass. Going to hang out with the cows out there. Hoping he's got a bag of corn right there. Number 90 will be parking it for the night as the number 90 of Craig Kinney. Ladies and gentlemen, that will be the 10th caution of the night here at Texas. Fortunately, these laps do go by rather quick. Not going to run in any overtime tonight, but that will be the 10th caution of the night. I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, don't lose faith. You're doing a great job. The camera guy's doing a great job. I'm doing a great job. Ryan Kuhn, David Washington, Brad Ream doing a great job out here. Other drivers tonight, Texas being, well, honestly, a little bit of a challenge out here tonight. When we get back to Green Flag Racing, we're going to be looking at about a 9-lap shootout, possibly an 8-lap shootout. But we are out here on race 5 of 20 in the Friday night flights. I tell you what, if nothing else, ladies and gentlemen, we get very acquainted with our drivers out here. Going to give us a chance to get another driver interview, and we're going to get Judd on the horn. Now, as I mentioned, Judd Danielson. Check him out with Domino's TYJ. Judd Danielson right now in pit row in a Jimmy John's Chevy SS. We're going to give Judd a chance to do his under cautionary yellow flag pit stop, opting to only take those right sides. As soon as Judd Danielson does get back onto this track, we're going to get an interview in with Judd Danielson, give him a chance to get back on track, get back into a safe position so that he can chat with us. But Judd Danielson qualifying in 19th, right now in position 8, getting back up to speed. How about it, Judd Danielson? Have you got a copy, sir?
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy, how are you?
I'm doing good. We were checking you out there in pit road, delaying this interview till you were back out on the track safe and sound. Right now, underneath our 10th caution, you qualified in 19th. Right now, you're in position 8. Looking at about an 8 to 9 lap shootout. Rough night out here, but what is on your mind? What is your frame of mind, Judd?
Oh, you know, my attempt here is to just try to keep it out of 2 and 4. 4 is really scary for me tonight, but for the big picture thinking here, we never really got to see that tonight, so we're just gonna kind of run this thing out, and hopefully we can keep it green from here on out. But I think this was a surprise for the drivers tonight. Just kind of have to look at it like that, Scott.
Well, what do you think the biggest problem is out here? Now, I've been talking a lot about tire wear, the importance of tire wear, and the overestimation of the grip and the underestimation of talent. What do you think is going on out here tonight at Texas?
Well, I won't say that it's the talent situation. I think all the drivers can do this. However, these tires really need 3, 4, 5 laps before they're going to come in. And then I did that a couple times, and the car settles in. Back off your entries. Don't get back on that gas. You just got to have some patience. And you know, Edward's been doing a great job tonight trying to keep us patient, but we're just kind of running out of cars and running out of time here.
All right, copy that. Now, real quick, talk to us about Domino's TYJ on Wednesdays and Thursdays.
Yeah, Domino's TYJ Racing. We're going to be starting the trucks here February 22nd. On Wednesday nights, we're going to follow the nation or the truck schedule for NASCAR. So not an every week deal, but Thursdays we got Xfinity swapping Thursdays with Top Shelf. So learning experience last night for the guys in Xfinity. It was kind of interesting, but come on out, check us out, All Pro Broadcasting Network, and then we'll see how it goes from there.
And a chance to win a free pizza. Good luck to you,
Oh,
Judd.
yeah, that's right. My bad. Yep. Got three pizzas, man.
I got your back, brother. I got
Thanks,
your back.
buddy.
And that was Judd Danielson. Check him out on Wednesdays and Thursday. Michelle McMaster Eisenhower going to have to get out there to Domino's. Check out her free win on that pizza. Recent winner with Domino's TYJ, Domino's TYJ and KMA Racing, working with All Pro Broadcasting on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays, every other Saturday and first Sunday of the month. This Sunday delayed to the 19th for the pad race. Big shout out to Judd. Big shout out to David Washington. Partners in crime out here tonight at Texas. Brad Reams side by side with Vernon. Pace car is in and away goes Brad Ream. And away goes Vernon. Very strong on that restart. Inner lane. Freeman Kelly falling apart as we have got side by side action with Freeman. Doing a great job. Freeman Kelly going for a spin. Freeman Kelly bringing out the next caution of the night. Freeman Kelly again, ladies and gentlemen, Freeman Kelly, number 31. Number 31, Freeman Kelly breaking loose. Number 31 will bring out the next caution of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. I tell you what, folks, believe it or not, we did get down there. We did give these drivers, ladies and gentlemen, that will bring out the 11th caution of the night here. Fortunately, we are just about done with this night. By the time we get back to some green flag racing, we're going to be looking at about a 4-lap shootout. I appreciate the fans out there. Appreciate our broadcaster out here tonight. We've got good nights. We've got bad nights tonight. We do know that that full moon is coming up next Friday. What a night out here at Texas. Brad Ream, Vernon Markheim, David Washington showing us how to get her done. Doing a great job out here tonight. Again, ladies and gentlemen, promising that we're going to get in touch with several drivers out here tonight. One more driver interview. How about it, Donald Stewart? Have you got a copy?
Hey, Scott, I got you.
Talk to me, brother. What's going on out here at Texas?
You see it as much as I'm winning. I don't know. It's crazy, man.
Copy that. Well, you're doing pretty good. What is the secret to your success, Donald? Right now you're in position 4. You qualified in at position 25. Surely you know what you're doing tonight. Talk to us about your personal race.
Well, what I've been doing is just sitting here and letting everybody go by me. If they want to go, I just let them go. I'm taking care of my tires. That's the main thing. If they want to take off fast on the beginning of the run, that's fine. Let them go. I'll catch them later on. And just basically avoiding the wrecks.
Copy that. Now, you're talking about catching them later on. So you're seeing a lot of drivers out here just burning their stuff up, huh?
Well, that one run that we had, that little bit of run that we had, yeah, I seen them burning their stuff off. I think we had like a 14-lap run or something, and that was only 14 laps. If we had a 25-lap run, then you'd see a lot of cars backing up.
Alrighty, copy that. Well, I tell you what, the bets have all changed out here at Texas. So good luck to you, Donald. I would love nothing more at this point in time to see you bring her home a win for KMA. You're running a great race, Donald.
Thank you, sir. I'm just going to try to bring her home clean.
Copy that. And that is my very good friend, Donald Stewart. One more time.
Hold out
for another driver interview with Michael Johnson. Michael Johnson out here tonight, right now in position 11, representing AAA Motorsports as well as PAD. Last driver on that lead lap. Mike, have you got a copy?
10-4, Scott. How you doing tonight?
I tell you what, I am worn out. 11 cautions out here. I can only imagine how you're feeling. Now, you qualified in position 32, worked your way up to 11. How are you doing, sir?
I've been patient. I have not
hardly been on the throttle. I've been starting the restarts in third and fourth gear, hanging in the back all night, being patient. Evidently, I don't have the money to fix my cars race after race like some of these people do. We came in with 2 cars. I'm still on my first, and I want to keep it that way.
Alrighty, now some interesting thoughts right there. Do you think that having that one backup, I mean the NASCAR guys, they got that one backup vehicle. How much of a factor do you think that is tonight?
Obviously not enough. These guys must have more money than I got, because I can't bring, 3 or 4 cars, wreck 3 or 4 cars a night. I gotta race the one car that I start with, and that's it.
Copy that, Mike. I tell you what, you're cracking me up, and that is something I'm going to take to bed tonight when I lay my weary head down. A little bit of food for thought right there, Michael. Great job, great control, great situational awareness. I know you support Pad. Michael Johnson showing the respect to Pad and himself and his drivers. Good luck, Mike.
Thank you.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen, I can guarantee you this. We will have no more than one more caution. We are on lap 96. Now, at this point in time, if we do have one more caution, that is going to seal the deal. 11 cautions, 12 lead changes. Ryan Kuhn, the only top qualifier left. He is in position 5. Race car is in. Brad Ream side by side with Vernon Margheim. David Washington in position 3. Donald Stewart racing it hard, but on the inside comes David Washington. Double file action between Donald Stewart and Ryan Kuhn. Donald Stewart giving some love to Ryan Kuhn. We are still green flag at the moment, though. A little bit of love being shown by Donald Stewart onto Ryan Kuhn, but we are green and clean. Brad Ream, Vernon Margheim, and Vernon Margheim up into David Washington. David Washington into the wall. No flag will fly, but unfortunately, David Washington into the wall. Brad Ream right now being chased down by Ryan Kuhn. Cameras on Ryan Kuhn. Ryan Kuhn trying to get up to the rear end of Brad Ream. Locked and loaded. Lap 99. This will end under green flag circumstances. Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Kuhn to the inside. Brad Ream into the wall. Brad Ream into the wall. Brad Ream clipping the number 33. And that will seal the deal. Ladies and gentlemen, as Brad Ream and the number, well, you know what? I don't know what happened right there, ladies and gentlemen, but up to the front. And we are looking at Ryan Kuhn. Ryan Kuhn, possibly our winner for the night, with one more caution to seal the deal. I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, hang out. We're going to get some final race interviews in, but this will indeed seal the deal. Right now, tentatively, we are looking at Ryan Kuhn, Donald Stewart, and Brent Kill. But those official results, well, they are not quite official yet. These drivers are going to have to go around one more time. The only thing we do know is that Ryan Kuhn will win tonight. Right now, it is looking like Ryan Kuhn, Donald Stewart, possibly Brent Kill, but that is not confirmed. We're going to get these drivers loaded up here for some post-race interviews very soon.
Songs we're Americans. We make up America. It's amazing America.
Getting ready to bring these drivers up. Bringing up Brent Kill for a third place interview tonight. Brent Kill, talk to me about your night.
Well, hey there, Scott. Yeah, what a night. You know, I wasn't really driving hard until I think it was lap 80 or so. And then, I don't know, you know, at the end there, we had a little incident. It looked like the car in front of me, I don't know who it was, he got a little loose, whatever, big deal. But I was up in the air. I was up in the air after that, and I landed on my wheels. I have never in 4 or 5 years racing on here landed on my wheels, continued to go, stayed cool, calm, and collective, and took home third. For Drive for Diabetes Awareness, guys, thank you. Check, don't guess. Thank you, Scott, All Pro, everybody. Thank you.
All right, copy that, Brent Kill. Big shout out to the DFDA. And letting you know that the guys over at KMA Racing and All Pro Broadcasting, we hear you. We care. You did a great job tonight, Brent Kill. Big shout out for the Drive for Diabetes Awareness and your charity. Good job, Brent, bringing home a solid number 3.
Thank you, thank you.
Donald Stewart, have you got a copy, sir?
Yeah, buddy, I got you.
Well, long time no see, brother. Seems like I just talked to you yesterday. Talk to me about that last lap.
Oh, man, was that exciting, huh? I had a check up there for Vernon there. I don't know what happened between him and David, but I lost a lot of momentum, and when they wrecked, I just got stuck in. But it was a good race overall, except for all the cautions we had. But we can do better. We can do better. We just got to get more practice in. I'd give a shout out to KMA and all my teammates out there, and I'd give a shout out to All Pro Broadcasting and David, Michael D'Amico there. Also Over the Top Paints for all their great paints they do for us, and for all the fans out there that are sitting there and putting up with this stuff.
All right, copy that. Now, I will correct you on one thing. You said, well, I just got second. I tell you what, I'm going to correct you. You got second. You started 25th. You got second. Brother, you kicked some butt tonight. Good job, Donald Stewart.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Scott. Thanks.
But the man of the hour, Ryan Kuhn, started out 1, finished number 1. Ryan Kuhn, talk to me.
Yes, sir.
I tell you what, Ryan, first of all, I've never asked you this. I want to know your age, sir. I know you're a young guy.
I'm 15 years old.
You are 15. Oh, my goodness. Well, you're making us old geezers look slow out here. Ryan Kuhn, 15 years of age. This is your 5th win in 3 weeks, 4th win with KMA Racing. Ryan Kuhn, is age a factor tonight?
I wouldn't really know. I mean, these guys I don't know. I don't really know what to say. This one means a lot to me. I mean, I honestly thought that final restart when I was running 6th, I said if David got a really, really good restart, I thought it would be over. But he got a decent restart. Then him and Vernon made a little contact, went up to the wall, and I just went to the bottom. And then the 2 to go was crazy. I mean, that battle for the lead was just unbelievable. It was so much fun running up front with these guys. And I'd like to give a shout out to all KMA. You guys up in the booth for putting this on. It's just so much fun.
Alrighty, copy that. And Ryan Kuhn, you at 15, me at like 147 years of age, you could teach me a thing or two. Big shout out to Ryan Kuhn, 15 years of age, 4th win in 3 weeks. My goodness, Ryan, I'm going to go back and watch this replay over and over, and I'm going to figure out how you got it done.
Thank you, man. That was crazy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap this up. Ryan Kuhn, he has made my night. I always love when them young Wildcats come out here and show us old geezers how to get her done. Check us out tomorrow night in the Drive for Dementia Awareness. Big shout out to Pro Automotive, Blaze Pizza, Richie's Pizza. Big shout out to Over the Top Paints and Designs, John Hedrick. Huge shout out to Mike D'Amico, All Pro Broadcasting. And we will be bringing you the Drive for Dementia Awareness tonight, live broadcast by Mike D'Amico and All Pro Broadcasting tomorrow night. Italian Trucks 100 Laps. He is Mike. I am Scott. And we are out of here.
Sitting here gives me a lot to think of how the work keeps moving on and on, anxiety how hot